comprehension passage. What it is? It's very simple. A passage of many paragraphs will be given to you on various concepts. You have to read it, you have to understand it, you have to answer the given questions. So there are 10 questions in your second PUC examination. So you have to write 10 answers, 10 accurate answers. Along with that, very seriously, I must tell to you, very serious issue is there, or the thing you have to remember is sequential order of the questions. So A to J questions you will get, sub questions. So you have to write as per the sequential order of the questions. If I know the second one, for example, I know second answer B, I don't know first one, so that let me write the B first, and later if I get any idea or any answer of question A, I can write here. Then what happens, the sequential order B, A. In case if you write like this, if you jumble up with the question numbers, there are chances of losing all 10 marks, remember. Even after writing 10 right answers, you may lose your 10 marks. So because in the evaluation, the evaluator will be instructed to reduce all the marks if the sequential order is not maintained. Hagagi, you people have to maintain the sequential order. Main question number baritiri, then A to J all the questions in a serial wise. If you are not having, or if you did not get the answer for it, what you have to do? Just write the question number, leave a line, single line, and go for the second one or third one, A, B, C, in that way to J. After, when you get time, definitely you can attempt that question. If you did not get at all, leave it, no issue. But if you jumble up with the question numbers, then definitely you are losing 10 marks. And at the same time, all 10 answers must be in one place, one section. That has to be maintained. So let us see a sample question. Before that, let me clarify what is a comprehension passage one more time. For your second PUC, we can expect minimum 3 paragraphs of a passage. Not a small one or not a lengthy one also. Minimum 3 paragraphs, and your questions comes from these 3 paragraphs only, and the coherence of the things. So one after the other discussion, which remains in a sequential order. If you get the first answer in the first paragraph, first line, so definitely you will get after that line your second answer. That is one hint you have to keep in your mind. Let us see a small paragraph today in this class, and some more in the future days. So here a passage is given regarding food. Food can maintain and save life. It can destroy life as well. So the importance of food is given in this passage. Proper food serves as medicine, improper food works as poison. A little care about the quality and quantity of food will keep us healthy and happy. If we go about eating all sorts of things, we shall become sick. We take pride in calling ourselves civilized. Being sensible means to know the difference between good and bad, right and wrong. It will not to do to become slaves to our tongue or taste. Even cattle, birds and beasts eat only what is best for their body. We mostly eat processed food and refined sugar. We pay heavily for junk food, for Chinese dishes or deep fried snacks. As a result, we catch diseases. We have drifted away from Mother Nature. We laugh at the rules of hygiene, healthy diet, and the advice of our elders. This has given rise to diabetes. We offer chocolates, cakes, and ice creams too often to our children. We also attend parties or dine out every day. This way, we invite obesity and diabetes. So regarding health, this passage is given. On this passage, the probable questions, you cannot expect the same in your examination. ಇದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಇದೇ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜನ್ನು ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, because I told you in the beginning only, you can expect any passage from any stream. It might be from economics, it might be from history, it might be from social, it might be from general things, general studies. So you can expect. So the questions comes like this. So what works as poison? Very simple question. So the answer is given here only. So what is the answer? Let us check the answer. Improper food works as poison. Dear all, kindly observe, your answer must be in a full sentence. For different parts, different kind of answers are expected. For this section, your answer must be with a full sentence. And the second one, what is meant by improper food? So a sequential order is being maintained here. What is meant by improper food? So the answer is food which is of poor quality and has harmful effects on the body, they are meant improper food. In this way your answer must be. Next one, what does civilized life imply? So that about civilized life we have a statement in that. Regarding that this question is, being civilized means to know what is right and what is wrong. So the next one is explain. We have drifted away from nature. So explain. The term explain means what here? Only in one sentence only. Don't write one complete paragraph here. So our lifestyle has pushed us away from nature. That is what? We have drifted away from nature. So this is the answer. How does modern lifestyle and food habits affect us? The answer is, we don't follow the rules of hygiene and healthy diet. We eat processed, fried or junk food. That is what? This is a modern lifestyle and food habit it is, which is affecting our lives. So I have listed only 5 questions here, as I have very brief and very short passage over here. Along with that, maintaining the slide, I have written only 5 here. But in your examination, there will be 10 questions. And you can expect 1 question from the grammar part also. Need not to worry. The synonyms and antonyms of some or one word of the passage will be asked. So that you people have to be very alert of that. So this is all about comprehension passage. Hope you have understood the concept. But remember, sequential order, one sentence answer, and maintaining neatness and legible handwriting. Every time write the answer in a full sentence, leave one line and next go to the second or the next question. Maintain sequential order, neat handwriting. If you get time, don't forget to underline the textual references what you have been using in your answer script. Dear friends, remember one thing every time. Your answer script is a gift. It must be a gift. It must be a presentation for the evaluator. Prepare, keep it so neat and so perfect in that way only. By that you will get expected, desired marks and your future also will be very bright. So with this, I would like to share some of the tips with you. So comprehension passage and for note making, these things will work out. So I'll tell you some of the tips. Read silently. Of course you have to read silently in the examination hall. So practice reading silently. Then read the entire passage together to make out the sense. That is very essential. If you read one sentence and come to the question, you may not get the complete theme of the passage and you may fail into give the right accurate answer. So that entire passage you have to read. Sometimes these passages may contain title also. Read the title also, don't neglect it. Next one, read the heading. So that I told you, don't neglect the title or heading. Read the passage thoroughly, you have to read it. Then about new words. So there might be some of the difficult words or new words what we can call. We are not aware of all the words in this word, isn't it? So our vocabulary, we should improve our vocabulary, but also beyond our knowledge, sometimes we expect this kind of. So how should we find out the meaning? That is what I gave the first instruction that read entirely, by that you can understand the concept. So if you read thoroughly, you will come to know about what this passage is. Then try to imply some meaning for the words. Oh my God, I did not know this. ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡಬೇಡಿ. So you have to find a meaning for that. Try to make out the meaning for new words. By reading entire passage, you have to do this. And read questions carefully and reread the part of the passage which contains the answer. Find the key points in the question. So in the first I have mentioned, in the example I have mentioned some of the key points. Improper food. So in that way, that improper is a key word for your answer. Where that improper comes, there will be your answer. So that you have to reread it. Once you read from the title to end of the passage, read the question, come back for the passage. In that you find the keywords and find the answer. Answer must relevant to the point. Accurate answers, I said. I have been observing so many students writing lengthy answers. Okay, first question, first paragraph. Second question, second paragraph. Definitely you will not get any mark for that. You have to write the accurate answers in one word or one sentence. Write complete sentence as answers for this particular part. In the second year PUC, you are expected to write the complete sentence as the answer. Next, keep the order in which the question appears in the test paper. That is what? Very essential. I explained many times now. So sequential order is a must. Don't jumble up with the sequential orders. So if you follow these all the instructions for these concepts, definitely you are going to score good marks and you will get expected marks in your examination.